All right, welcome back in here. The early line on the SportsGrid Network. Joe Raineri alongside Adam Kaufman. As well, week 3 in the books in the NFL. We have said goodbye to week 4 of the college football season. So week 5 is straight ahead here, Adam, in college football. Good news is Arch Manning actually found a team he could look competent against, but he won't be playing the Sam Houstons of the world. Much else. But I got to tell you, there's a lot of questions.
Were you watching him in the end zone standing over guys as he's running in the ball? Like I love I've seen it all over social media too. Like, Arch Manning is flexing on guys that are going to be, DoorDash drivers in a few years. Like, can we act like you've been there before just a little bit?
Yeah, well, he hasn't. That's the problem. And you got to know your audience. And his audience was anybody watching him score a touchdown, he was over the top. But, live and learn. And Texas is going to have its hands full coming up the rest of the way. But so are some of these other teams here. We got big top 25 matchups. And it's put up or shut up time here. Alabama taking on Georgia. This is a rivalry that Kirby Smart has dominated here recently. Certainly, Nick Saban is long gone in Alabama. Kalen DeBoer, and nice, some guys love him, some guys hate him. Every time he loses a game, his job's on the line, apparently. But a big win on the road against Georgia would go a long way to kind of maybe settling down the let's pay him and get him out of here crowd that we heard a lot about after Alabama lost to Florida State, which, by the way, that doesn't look like a terrible loss now, does it?
No, it doesn't, but still, it is a 2-touchdown loss, and Alabama, if nothing else, it's that Alabama name, right? With the Crimson Tide, the expectations are always higher, no matter what's going on, obviously, with Florida State and the fact that this team is looking more than competent. But you go out and your 2 wins are against Louisiana Monroe and Wisconsin. Wisconsin just lost as a 10-point favorite at home. So, it's not like those wins are looking particularly impressive either. I think for me, Joe, and this will bear itself out, but I don't expect it to be all that inspiring against Georgia. Do you really feel like you can trust Ty Simpson? Are you a believer in Ty Simpson right now? I'm not. I don't feel like this is a team that's going anywhere, that's doing anything. I don't necessarily trust the post-Nick Saban coaching, and I definitely don't trust the quarterback situation. I think the offense has been way too inconsistent, sloppy, and just uninspiring. And so I think Georgia's going to roll them in this game. I don't think this is even going to be competitive.
Garner Stockton there. We'll see if he can get it done at home against Bama. And listen, congratulations, Coach Franklin. You have the 3 absolute cupcakes of cupcake games that you have in your bag. But now Penn State, all the hype around this team. All right, well, Happy Valley, welcome into Oregon, number 3 versus number 6. So the big question is, we're going to learn. Is Oregon back? Is Penn State really as good as everyone thinks they are in this game? 3.5 right now on the board.
Rematch of the Big Ten championship. Obviously, the most important thing from this one, Joe, is the winner gets a tiebreaker, in that conference, which is so substantial, obviously, going forward, because it's certainly conceivable these teams finish with the same record by the end. We're still so early on in this season. I think Penn State's offense is, obviously one to be reckoned with. They're always a team that you're looking at there. You're considering overs, you're considering the team total overs, all of that in their matchups. Now, obviously, you're going up against a defense that could slow you down just a little bit. Obviously, a prolific offense on the other side as well. I don't know that I got this hot take surrounding the spread and who ultimately wins this game, but for me, it's the over. I just think we're going to get a boatload of points in this game. I don't think we're going to have too many stops. I think you're going to see these teams run up and down the field all the way throughout, and wouldn't surprise me if Oregon prevailed, but I just don't want to bet against Penn State in this situation.
Tough place to go in and win at, that is for sure. But some great, and I mean great college football games coming up, not just this week, but over the next couple of weeks. And I can tell you, down here in Florida, The Florida State University of Miami game coming up also is maybe the biggest thing to happen down here since the Dolphins going undefeated when none of us were ever born.